you might be stuck for something, you might be stuck for a sermon even. But it's far better to have a to and fro rather than a one-way traffic.
Absolutely. I think there should always be room and opportunity for the bounce off.
Yeah. That's why I like going to 11s. There's no affinity to faith ever expressed. I'm very tempted to inject it occasionally with a bit of faith, but
so what does not fitting in the box look like?
Being a rebel. That's an easy one to come out with because they're not conforming, and in a way I quite like that sort of person. As an ex-policeman, that's an unusual admission.
Yeah.
But no, it's
we worked out very early on in this relationship that dementia does not define you.
Yeah.
But I would also like to take this opportunity to ask you, where have you found the light in dementia, if it is possible to do that? Back to Joan.
Yeah, you over there.
So what, to all of the people maybe that haven't got the words or haven't got the just finding things a lot too overwhelming in some of the situations that dementia might have thrown them into, would you kind of like to be a voice piece to say all the things that you would like to thank Joan for, and just really celebrate the Joans that are really holding space and holding hope to all of this?
Yeah, you go back to St David with the little things.
The little things.
And it's the little things that in somebody is a big thing.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to think. The only example I can think of from that was I used to help out at a luncheon club for older people, if it was somebody's birthday, they had to stand up and we all sang. And this old boy, he was a very quiet sort of old boy, but he also had a twinkle in his eye. Mm-hmm. And there was always a bit of a story he could tell. And he put his hand up and he said, it's my birthday, but it's not my birthday. Huh? He said, yeah, on this date in 1940, the ship that I was on convoy duty from America to Britain, was shot down in the middle of the Atlantic by a torpedo, and there were just 3 of us left, and I was one of the 3. So I made that my birthday.
Wow! Like a fresh start. This is wow! Isn't that amazing? I feel like, oh my gosh, let's just take a moment to let us sit in. It can be your birthday. Yeah, isn't that so special?
Yeah.
Thank you for sharing that. And I just think it is so beautiful. I've obviously met you, I've met Joan, and I think it is beautiful that it is very, very clear it is about the joy and the humour that is kind of like the vavavoom of so much of this stuff.
Yeah.
And just to be able to still see with really, some people would say wishy-washy, la-di-da-di eyes. But I think that those eyes are okay, right? Because there is still so much joy. It can be your birthday any day. We can climb the mountains together, especially if you've got a Joan, right?
Yeah, especially.
So, we've talked a lot about life experiences, each other's, past, present, hopes for the future. But what has been your lighthouse?
Joan. Simple.
Isn't that beautiful though?
It is. There's something to treasure.
Yeah, absolutely. So would you like to say any more? Not that you need to say any more now. It's just like you said, simples. It's as simple as that.
No, because Joan is open and lively, and so there is that brightness that a lighthouse gives, and reliable. Is built on rock.
Yeah.
To make people aware of any dangers they may be going into, and that's the personality that Joan takes.
Don't mess with me.
A voice from down below. So.
Oh my gosh, amazing. So where has your faith surprised you in life and in, we are looking at the moment at raising awareness for dementia. Dementia doesn't define you, but I'm sure you might have some words of wisdom that you would have appreciated somebody passing on to you. But
You've
where
got an hour to spare?
I know, 3 days straight you could do. So yeah, where's your faith surprised you?
Oh, in many places and many times. It makes me sometimes realise my disbelief. Where is your belief in my undisbelief? It's a difficult thing for people to get their minds round too. We've got 3 tablets downstairs: love, faith, and hope.
Mm-hmm.
And they each resonate at different times and different circumstances. But very often, especially as we're dealing with the lighthouse, I would bring hope to the top of the list. I know John says love is the most essential thing. That's taken for granted as far as Joan and I are concerned. But the lighthouse means you've got to rely on other people, means you've got to beware of other people. And I definitely want this for your recording, but because it'll lengthen it a bit. But and I might not get it right, I often get the key line wrong, but
Okay.
There's this lighthouse keeper, and he's in his lighthouse, and he hears a radio message come from a ship that he can see on the horizon, and he can see that this ship is heading towards him. So the lighthouse man says, the ship coming towards the lighthouse, can you veer off 20 degrees? And the reply comes back from the big American ship.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not moving, changing course, you change course. And so the lighthouse man replies, well, I think it might be dangerous if you continue on the course you're taking. And the man in the big ship says, do you know who you're talking to? You're talking to the admiral of the fleet. And the lighthouse keeper just says, if you keep on that course, you're going to crash. And there's a lot of meaning in that.
Mm-hmm.
I know we've personified it to the American being brash and what have you, but sometimes we don't take advice when it's offered in love and faith and hope.